Hey horror fans, thanks for joining me for this review of Mandy. Alright, cast and crew information down below. Nicolas Cage. Um, and I'm going to start by reading the IMDb plot. And it says, the enchanted lives of a couple in a secluded forest are brutally shattered by a nightmarish hippie cult and their demon biker henchmen, propelling a man into a spiraling, surreal rampage of vengeance. Yes. Does that sound like Nicolas Cage? Probably does. Boy. So here we have another Nicolas Cage movie, because he apparently takes roles that it doesn't matter. He just seems to take all kinds of crazy roles. Doesn't really matter the character. Um, I don't know if that's good for him, bad for him, or what. You guys may be fans of him, maybe not. I'm split. I think I tend to like him, but again, he does and has done some strange movies, and this is another one of them. I know there's a lot of talk about this movie, fanfare. I kind of missed it right when it came out, so I just recently got a chance to check it out. Um, and yeah, definitely weird. I actually watched it again. I don't do this often. I know on another recent review I said I watched a certain movie a second time. I guess recently I've watched a couple of movies a second time recently. Sometimes for good reasons, sometimes for bad. This time I watched it a second time because I thought maybe I missed something. Like I say, sometimes I'm not always paying 100% attention to a movie, and sometimes I feel I might have missed something. So I thought I missed something here in the strangeness of the movie, which made it weird to me. But I watched it a second time thinking and trying to pay more attention, thinking that I missed something. And yeah, I know I didn't miss anything. Yeah, it's just a strange movie. um, you have a setup here. I believe his name in the movie is Red. He's trying to live a normal life out in the forest in the woods with his girlfriend here, Mandy, and I believe he's a lumberjack, and they may be a little strange in their own right, but just trying to live the regular life here. Then the weirdness happens, because a cult leader who's somewhere in the area, I don't know where he comes from, not he's sure exactly. Um, but he's caught an eye for Mandy. I don't know if it was from his dreams, his hallucinations, or they run into him somehow. Didn't quite catch that yet. Maybe I missed it, even though I watched it twice. Um, but he comes across Mandy, and he wants Mandy, and basically robs Red of Mandy. So this in turn sets Red off, and he wants nothing else but revenge on this cult. But it's not just a cult; it's a cult leader where he's turned, I guess, a biker gang into all these weird demon creatures and whatever. Um, it's that part of the movie that kind of had me interested, and it kind of showed the real horror here. And when I noticed there was creatures or whatever, I kind of piqued my interest. But then, they kind of get pushed in the background for a moment, and we get a lot of this cult weirdness, and this cult leader, calling on this woman to do certain things, and this guy to do certain things, and I guess fulfill whatever goal he's trying to reach here. And there's some weird kind of dream sequences, kind of make you feel like you're on drugs. Maybe they're definitely on drugs. I think later it's explained that the cult leader does use some drugs to kind of change these bikers into these creatures and so forth. So there are drugs involved in this movie. But yeah, there's some sequences at the beginning, and kind of why I got lost in it. Where it's like dream sequence, and as you can see by the cover and a lot of the tone of the movie is done in this like purple haze, maybe purple violet maybe a little bit pink kind of way. Um, you see a lot of that through the movie. And I credit them in a way for trying to present a movie in a different color and a different, trying to put you in a different mood, in a way, or maybe making you think that you're also on drugs as the movie's going on. And I'm sure for some, maybe it was better that you were on drugs while you watched this movie. Um, so there's that aspect, but then I think a little bit of the movie kind of gets lost in that. To me it was kind of distracting. If you've caught me on other reviews, I'm not big on the movies that are make you feel like you should be drug induced while you're watching it. I know there's audience for that. We've seen several of these movies over the last couple of years, and I say the same thing about them. Good movies and good movies for some, not for me. I can't get into these drug spiraling movies. I don't do drugs, so I don't know if that plays a role in it. Again, I'm not saying that this movie's only for you can be a person who doesn't do drugs and watch the movie and like it. I'm just kind of joking there, but yeah. So there's that. A lot of like hallucinating in this movie, a lot of this purple and pink haze going on in this movie, and to me it was kind of distracting, and kind of takes you in some weird places at times. Bending the reality in here in this movie. But it gets to a point where there is a lot of blood spilled. Like I said, you get to a point where when things reset and Red goes for his revenge, you do get a kind of explanation of the cult and what is really going on, because he doesn't really even know. But when he goes and gets his weapons, there's a guy that explains everything to him. And that kind of uses to fill in the audience also what's going on here, because you may not have caught it in all this purple haze that's happening here, and I feel like the music should be playing or something. And then there is some goodness here, because Nicolas Cage, Red, goes out and starts facing these demons. There's a lot of blood spilled. There's a scene where he's just gashed with blood on his face. So he has different kind of interactions, different fights with some of these creatures and demons. So that's the fun part of the movie. You do get to see some blood spilled, which is fun and exciting. That I like that kind of thing. So that part I did enjoy. But again, every time, that kind of resets, then you're kind of taken into this purple haze kind of stuff again. I think even at one point, I think because, I don't know, I think it was maybe because it was in their blood, or maybe he took it. I don't remember exactly, but Nicolas Cage's character Red, he also gets kind of drug induced as well. So basically, it's a whole bunch of craziness on both sides now. Crazy demons, crazy guy looking for revenge, going at it and fighting and so forth. And then obviously there's the ultimate showdown between him and the cult leader again, and just ends in some more bloody fun there. So so for me, you have two aspects going on here. One, a huge strange part of the movie here with this cult and this purple haze and this purple background and stuff going on in these dreams that you even see Mandy have early in the movie. And then you have the goodness of the blood and guts flying at the end, and so forth. So because you have two different extremes, I guess I'm going to say 2.5 pools of blood and split it down the middle in this one. This is another Nicolas Cage. It could have been a complete disaster, or it could have been really great. I think this one will meet down the middle. I'm sure for some that liked all that purple kind of stuff and the hallucinating and strangeness or whatever, you'll rate this movie higher and really enjoy it. Maybe there's some people who are not into that and not into the blood and all that craziness, and may have hated the movie. I'm going to kind of stick to the mean here and go right down the middle and give it 2.5 pools of blood. And I'm kind of thinking that's a little bit generous, because usually when stuff is weird, I really wanted to hate it. And I'm still kind of taking it in and wondering what happened there. So yeah, I watched it twice, and yeah, I don't think I'm gonna watch it a third time. You know, maybe if it's on one day late at night, maybe if it becomes a cult film down the road, and it is on late night cable channel, I'll watch it again and see if there's something else I missed there. But you know, if you're drinking and drugs and so forth, pop the movie in and check it out. It will definitely take you on a ride, or if you don't do that kind of thing, you know, watch it anyway and see what happens. So 2.5 pools of blood for this one. Looking forward to what Nicolas Cage does next. I believe he's going to be the Tiger King. That will be interesting. And I will not be seeing that one. So don't expect a review on that one, even though that could be horror filled as well. So with that, more video reviews if you subscribe to this channel. Always find more reviews, even written ones, at horosgoyreviews.blogspot.com, and you can check that out down below, along with these social media links. And you can always comment on this video, comment on the movie, agree, disagree. Please don't tell me what drugs you are or are not taking, because I don't care and I can't help you. And if you see me posting about this on social media, feel free to give me your comments there as well. So with that, I will end this one. Maybe go listen to some music that goes with the theme here. And I will catch you on the next review, horror fans.